Morning. It's the 8th of August, it's 7 o'clock this morning. I've turned my grain fans on in the barley, in the heap of barley, and took the generator off because we're going to pull the irrigator back out again this morning. It come in yesterday, we never bothered to reel it back out again last night because we were a bit busy cutting the rest of the spring barley this way. So we got that cut, that was damp, that was coming in at 17.2. I also had the dryer running yesterday while Dad was combining, Mum was catching, and I was putting the odd load in the dryer, then the odd load in the wet shed as well. But I'm just going down in a little van now to top up the fuel on the irrigation pump because this van's got to go in for an MOT. And I don't think they'd appreciate a fuel cube in the back of it. Just going down the field now to move the irrigator. I'm in the telehandler and Dad's in the 60/30. We've had to bring the 6640, the old girl. That normally sits on the irrigation reel, so we leave that on there and it stays down the field because it's not got no GPS on. It's the only tractor that's not got no GPS on. So we've had to bring that up the yard to put on the dryer, and ideally on this land you really need the tractor on the irrigation reel while you're reeling it out and while it's reeling itself in, because it can slide on this light soil, so it'll almost pull itself and it'll slide forward. So I'm taking the telehandler down the field because yesterday Dad come up with the idea of putting a pallet load of blocks just on the drawbar, or just next to the drawbar, so it can't slide. So every time we want to move the irrigator, I'll hook onto this, I'll move the pallet load of blocks and then hook on to the irrigator with a telehandler. So we just laid a few more pipes out down here, down the middle, and we've just moved the reel from over there to this one here. So we'll go down here, pull that in today. I think it's a 12 or 14 hour pull. Spin it round again and do the last tram line towards Martin's sheds down there. So I'm going to drop the telehandler off once Dad's reeled it out. And then there's our blocks and the little metal stilson I'll just put against the hitch there, so to stop it from not pivoting when it's pulling itself in. But the gun apparently isn't so bad. Dad said the gun's not so bad as the boom, because the boom drags all the tops down. At least the gun sits up a bit higher. That's got that started. Time for a cup of coffee, I think. So just tipping a load now that we put in the, well, I put in the dryer last night. It was a bit late, it was about 9:30, and I started loading the dryer up and left it for this morning, so we've emptied that out. It's about 1:30 now. Dad's just gone over to farm 2 with the combine. Good news. So this is Laureate Spring Barley. I can't remember whether I said the variety or not. We've just had it tested and it's met the malting grade. Now, we didn't grow it for malting, but although it's a malting variety, this was a sort of mixture between a feed or a malting variety. So at feed price, it's £150 a tonne, but for malting, it's £170 a tonne. So I can't believe it's met malting, because the amount of nitrogen we put on is unreal. But I think it's got to be below 1.9 some odd percent nitrogen for malting, and ours is 1.92 or something stupid. No, 1.82 or 1.89 or something like 0.2% off. So yeah, we're in the money at the moment. We're in the money, but we're just unloading this load in here because it's dry. But what we're going to be cutting today is 15.2, 15.3, 15.5, 16%. So that's going to go in the other shed, but because it's for malting, we're just going to shovel it up and sell it straight away. Take a bit of a knock, but it's still more money. It'll save us putting it through the dry, if you know what I mean. I'm absolutely rubbish at explaining it. Instead of putting it through the dryer, what we're going to cut today, hang on, at 15.5, 16%, we're just going to shovel it up and sell it because we need the room, plus it's £170 a tonne. Well, it's not the best of days. Look, she is moody sky. The straw has been blown. Oh, he's backing up now. It's a backing up sort of day. The odd bit of drizzle. The neighbours are cutting over there, and I phoned him up and he's got 15.7 or 15.4 on his moisture meter. We had 15.3, 15.4, but we haven't tested the moisture recently. But the straw's being blown as soon as it comes out the back of the combine, so yeah, not ideal. It's going to be a nightmare for anyone trying to bale. So yeah, I think it might be a rake job on the just before the baler, because as soon as it's coming off the floor, or even before it's coming off the floor out the back of the combine, the wind's just blowing it. Sometimes even hitting the next bit of crop. But yeah, one of them years I think for anybody baling. Yeah, especially down in the fens here, because we get a lot of whirly winds, and it's so open as well, so it's just, yeah, straw gets blowing everywhere. Oh, what a miserable day. Got mother on elevator duty, so she's unloading the trailer, so she's about at the yard, but we just had a couple of spots of rain. It is not the best of weather, but what's it today? For the Thursday today, I think. Haven't got a clue. I think it's Thursday. Sunday looks a better day. Sunday. Put it that way. Beep beep beep. Yeah, all right. Don't get emotional at me, screen. Yeah, Sunday looks the best day. 27 degrees, and that's one of the reasons why we want to get this barley cut, get it out of the way, get it in the shed. One, it's flat on the floor, And two, we've got a lot of wheat to cut as well, and most of the wheat's over at farm 2 where we're cutting the barley now, and we want to put the wheat in farm 2's sheds dry. We don't want to have to bring it back here, dry it, and then bring it all the way back, take it all the way back over there. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Look at that. It's going all over the place. It's not really raining till you have to put the window wipers on. That's the theory. I'll just park behind the shed over here because the wind's blowing from that way, so might not have to put my rollover sheet on yet. Not a good idea. Who says men can't multitask? These roads, honestly, what is it with these lids as well? 2024, since when did they come up with this terrible idea of these lids that now stay on the bottle? So now you look like this when you go to drink. Ridiculous. First, it was the paper straws because we've all got to save a turtle. I mean, don't worry about the aeroplanes, let's save a turtle. Well, let's change the straws. And now this, ridiculous. How's anyone? Get me started. Morning. Alright, so it is the next day now. It's Friday the 9th, I want to say, of August. Dad's cleaning the combine. I'm just cleaning the both tractors, the T6 180 and the 145, all the cabs, the windows, and just a general check about. We packed up at about, what, 8 o'clock last night, and we've got to go back over at farm 2. We've got, what, 20 acre to do, 15-20 acre of spring barley left to do over there, and bringing it back here. And it's a better day today. She's bright, sun's out. It wasn't this morning. We had a bit of rain this morning while we moved the irrigator, but no, we'll have a bit of dinner and shoot on over there, I should think. We haven't checked the moisture, but a little bit of a Goro in this field. It's basically a triangle when you get to that end, and then if you, like I drilled it from that end this way, it has a bit of a Goro. A bit annoying for the combine driver, but there you go. Dad reckons, it's the best crop of spring barley he's ever had. Well, that's good, isn't it? Now then, I told you I've cleaned the cab, and look at her, how it should look. But no, he reckons it's the best crop of spring barley he's ever had. Couple of things it could have been. Just the season, which I don't think that's the case. The tine drill. All the spring crops are drilled with the weaving tine drill. As you know, if you've been following, if you look back on the videos, we bought the weaving tine drill at a farm sale, online bid, didn't even go and have a look at it, and just went there with a car trailer and picked it up. Absolutely fantastic sale it was. Everything was immaculate, and I believe they watched Fen Farming as well, which made it even more better. So I hope you guys are all right who we got the drill from anyway, because yeah, everything was drilled with a tine drill. And normally we used to use the Lemkin or the Combi, and Dad reckons it's because we've had a wet spring, wet winter and stuff like that. Although we ploughed everything, ploughed, power harrowed, and then went in with the tine drill. The tine drill is effectively putting a tine through the ground and releasing sort of the compaction and a bit of panning that the power harrow might have caused. So is that a factor? The chemical combinations we've been using, I'm not going to tell you, it's a secret little recipe we've been using. So we've been using a bit more chemistry, and yeah, obviously the weather has been right for the spring crops, and if you get them in at the right time, get a nice seed bed, everything was rolled as well, and yeah, it's just, we've got to think ourselves lucky, think ourselves fortunate. It's a good crop. Now this is the last field, well, proper field of spring barley. When I say proper field, it's because we drilled a bit of spring barley around a 3 acre of wheat. Just drilled some spring barley on the headlands, but that's nowhere near fit to cut.
That bit over there where it just sort of dips down, that was a wet hole that I'll come back and re-drill. I think that might be alright, don't know. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll be on the wheat, fingers crossed, like I was saying. We'll get that in farm too, but she's 5 o'clock now, and fingers crossed the sun doesn't go in, because this is, as you can see, flat as a pancake. So we're going to carry on nibbling on here. Short little video, just knocked another video out, and yeah, how about that? Done 2 videos. We're getting back into the swing of things now. We're getting back into the swing of things. But let me know what you're cutting, what you're up to. Put it in the comments, and I'll get back to you. But thank you for watching. See you later. Ta.